What's going on, Redbird Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Time to Fly podcast. I'm your host, Adam Raymer, and we're going to do a little preview show tonight since our game got postponed. We got a doubleheader tomorrow, but I figured I'd get a little preview out. But before we do, please, everybody, hit the like, share this, send me your comments, and please subscribe. Hit the little bell if you're watching on YouTube. That way you know when the content is coming out. But please subscribe to the channel. All right, I got a special guest coming on to talk a little Mets preview with me. None other than, I'm going to call him the go to Twitter because he is the go to Twitter, but Spoon of Zeke is here. He's a Mets fan. We're going to talk a little bit about Mets cards and we'll see what happens here. But brother, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I absolutely love talking baseball. I actually didn't really get to play it much as a kid, like organized wise, but I always had like a deep love for the history of baseball. So, football's my first love, but baseball I love historically. So it's always great to like talk baseball.
Yeah, it's we've known each other for a while now, and we've always talked about getting you on one of the many shows that I've done over the course of my podcasting career so far.
There's been a
But
couple.
there's been a couple. There has been a couple. But I thought this is a perfect time. There's no game tonight. Obviously, it got postponed. I guess they got some weather going on up there. So Mets and Cards start off the 4-game series, which is now technically it's still a 4-game, but played in 3 games. We got a doubleheader tomorrow. So I kind of want to get your thoughts first on what you've seen from your team this far, this season that may have that's good and bad. Like what's your positive and what's a negative? I know a negative already is going to be DeGrom's not pitched an inning yet, but we'll get into that. But give me a positive because I know DeGrom's your favorite player.
Yeah, I can have like an hour long rant about how sad I am about that. Anyway, honestly, the best thing that's been happening for the team is the pitching. I mean,
Yep.
Max Scherzer is 4-1, Chris Bass is 4-2, Carlos Carrasco's 3-1. Tyler McGill looked absolutely awful in his last like inning and a third. Like I watched it. It was bad. It was real bad. I was like, this is Cylor. Because obviously I'm busy with Twitter, so I'm not really watching baseball. But he's been doing good at 4-2. The bullpen, Drew Smith has a 1.2 ERA. I really like how the bullpen and the mound has actually like been like a very good strength, even though DeGrom is hurt. I mean, we're first in the NL East. Not saying much because I don't think anybody's actually over 500 except us, and we're 10 games over 500.
Yeah.
So they're actually, who was it, Philly? They were like almost 6
Yeah.
games back behind us, like this early on. Like classic Mets, they'll figure out how to mess it up anyway. Especially when DeGrom gets back, they won't give him any run support anymore. Yeah. So and another one, Pete Alonso slugging.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost. I mean, he's at 2.7 batting average, 2.70
Yeah.
with 8 homers and 29 RBIs. Love his power. I need a little bit more batting average from the third base though. Eduardo Escobar and JD Davis, whenever they get in, it's been poor. I mean, Eduardo is 205 and JD is 204. Like that's not good at all. And JD's supposed to be like a hitting specialist, so represent. Like I don't get it. So that's what I'm seeing right now.
Let me tell you what scares me as a Cardinals fan about the Mets. It's not the offense. It's not the offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's the damn pitching.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I'll tell you why, because we talked a little bit before we came on tonight, but I said the Cardinals get anemic offensively. And we've got a starting pitcher in Miles Michaelis, who's a Cy Young candidate. Right now it's only May, but I mean the guy's like 3-1 with a 1.49 ERA. I mean the guy he does nothing but throw strikes and try to win ball games, and we can't. He's got 3 wins. I think in his loss he gave up like 2 runs. So I worry about the anemic offense of the Cardinals at times being able to handle the pitching of what the Mets can do. So I worry, our pitching is actually pretty good. I don't really worry about our pitching. There's times, like Jordan Hicks, he can't, he was a bullpen guy, and now they're trying to turn him into a starter. I don't know if he really is or not. I mean, he throws gas. He throws 100, 105, 100, 102 miles an hour. But, Steven Matz, who we got from the Mets, has been kind of up and down. One game he's good, the next game he's not. There's been a real consistent with like pitching for us, Michaelis and Adam Wainwright, who's 104 years old and needs to retire, but he's
I thought he was already gone. To be completely honest,
he's here one last year. Him, Molina, and Pujols one more year, kind of a farewell tour. Which Pujols had a great night last night. It was pretty cool to watch him pitch in the ninth inning. It was really weird seeing him from the stretch. I never thought I'd see that, but I don't. I think offensively, I think you guys are a little more consistent than us, but
no,
you are honestly. You are honestly.
Look, I'll give you one piece of hope, and I don't like talking, like harshly about somebody, but Francisco Lindor's glove has been absolutely awful. He has 4 errors already. It's not good at all, and he's supposed to be like a Gold Glove like candidate for shortstop.
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
an issue, and I've seen like it's almost like he's like uncomfortable being like in that spot now. I don't know. He's got to get it together because like 20 errors from the shortstop position over a season, that's gonna crush us. Like we are legitimately getting lucky right now. It's been great baseball. I will say it's been great baseball.
You guys are finding ways to win. You know what I mean? Like it's.
You know what I think it is? I think it's Eric Chavez. Like Eric Chavez has, it's almost like he's kind of spoken to like some of these guys to like get some hits in like big times, or like build upon him like Pete Alonso. Like I think he's been helping a lot. Everybody's just got to get like a little bit more consistency with the bat.
Yeah, you guys would be scary good if you put everything together. The talent that's in that dugout and in the clubhouse period is scary good. I mean, you guys obviously you obviously signed Lindor to that big huge deal. You got Pete Alonso who murders baseballs. And then
Nemo's really good too. He has a 4.14 on base percentage, dude. He has great vision. I love him. I'm glad that he's like healthy now and like actually taking steps forward. I think last year he wasn't exactly that healthy. And even Starlin Marte, 2.66 batting average. That's not bad at all. I'm okay with that. I can deal with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, we've got guys hitting 180, man. So
Dominic Smith at 1.77, we got to fix that. Like he needs to really figure something out. Also the catcher position. Thomas Nito, like he's good defensively, but 2.12, and then James McCann, who's also hurt at 1.96. That's bad. That we got to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early. I think they didn't really get a good spring. We've had some guys that Tyler O'Neill, who's who's a Gold Glove winner and hit 34 homers last year. He just is not hitting the ball well. We've got a couple of guys too that are hitting the ball well, like Nolan Arenado, who's a stud third baseman. He's my
3.12. Wow.
yeah, he's probably my favorite Cardinal right now. When we signed him, it was insane when we signed. I couldn't believe he wanted to come to St. Louis. Now, if other people don't start hitting the ball and helping him produce runs, he might opt out of his contract and say, I'm out of here. But I think this series, man, I don't know if you watched the last series between us and the Cardinals, but the benches cleared, bullpens cleared. We had a lot of hit batters. I think it was 5. Got real chippy. Scherzer was yelling. We were yelling. It's a good rivalry. I like it. So we'll see what happens, with all the chippiness from last time to see. But so we got a 4-game series, right? What do you expect? What do you expect to happen here? Who's taking who? Who are we splitting? Are you taking 3 or 4?
Splitting. Two and two. Like I got to be realistic. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm looking at. I haven't really looked at the Cardinals except like playing the show. I play MLB the Show, so
And
like
from what I'm tweeting.
yeah, exactly. So like I'm looking at the people and like Yachty has 2.53 batting average. Goldschmidt and Arenado have both 3.12. If some of your guys get hot, like they can really like take over a game. And like my team, the Mets, like I I gotta have a little bit more power elsewhere besides Francisco Lindor with 6 and Pete Alonso with 8. Like I need a little bit more people like hitting more homers.
Yeah.
20 RBIs from Starling Marte, that's great. Nimmo's going to get on base, but like, come on, Dominic Smith, like he's coming in because he's a left-handed bat. Like that's how the game is played, and I need him to step up. Like for me, is like I need those people in the clutch moments to like really start like stepping up.
I'm going to go with a split too. And to be honest, I will be ecstatic to take 2 out of 4 in New York. I mean, just I would be happy with that. Um, like I said, with the pitching that you guys have, I think Scherzer is going to probably go on Thursday. That might be the Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. So that right there will be tough. I just think that taking 2, splitting in New York with, like I said, you guys find ways to win. Whether your record shows it, where your guys' batting averages show it, you can almost guarantee that you're going to get a decent showing from your starting pitcher. Now, everybody has a day, like yesterday we played the Giants yesterday, and Carlos Rodon, who's probably, has the best fastball location and velocity in the major leagues, and we lit him up for 4 in the first inning. So, here's the thing. In baseball, hitting is contagious.
Yeah.
So last night, dude, I swear, I think we had like 17 hits last night. It was something ridiculous. But if the Cardinals can continue that into New York, then we probably got a chance to take 3 out of 4 or maybe sweep. It all depends on, like I said, I never worry about our defense. We have 5 out of the 9 positions won Gold Gloves last year. So 2 of our outfielders, the corners, and our second baseman all won Gold Gloves. So I don't worry about defense with our team. I don't worry about base running because they're smart. We got 2 guys, I think, in the top 5 leading in stolen bases. But I worry about the offense getting anemic and you guys with the pitching you have. And then to add on, when you guys do get offense, your offense isn't anemic and it's hitting right. It's going to be a good series, I think. I really think that a split is a good prediction for this, just because of what happened last time. I think you guys took 2 or 3 from us last time, but in St. Louis. So we'll see where it goes. But who is there anybody on the Cardinals that scares you, like on the offensive side? Like, to me, it would be like
Arenado. Yeah. Goldschmidt, like he doesn't really scare me, but he's more of like I'm expecting like doubles from him, but Arenado can just like rip the ball. So like, yeah, that's who I see. I also saw Tyler O'Neill, even though he's not hitting the ball well, he's got 19 RBIs.
Yeah, he's the one that he's just late on fastballs. I don't know why. His timing is kind of off, but I'm telling you, that dude has massive amounts of power. So if he can fix his swing, that 2 through 6 for us in the lineup, it's deadly, man. Like if they're all hitting, it really is deadly. The Cardinals have a chance to be a really good team with who they have. We got to fix some pieces, and I think the thing with us here too is you do have 3 or 4 guys on that are on the DL, man. And one obviously being DeGrom, who's probably Scherzer's the ace, but
no, Jacob DeGrom is the ace. Scherzer became number 2, and he knew it for sure, even when he got signed. But he's forced into the ace role, and he's fine with that. He's good. He understands the assignment of being Jacob DeGrom's understudy. because Jacob deGrom is the best MLB pitcher, like bar none. I love watching him pitch. I haven't watched him in like a year and a half live.
Hey,
Oh,
he can't be the ace from the DL, brother. So
I
technically,
know, I
Scherzer's
know, I
is your
know.
ace.
It's like Syndergaard all over again, just always on the
Oh,
DL, not living up to his potential. But we've seen Jacob deGrom's like full
oh
potential.
yeah,
Like it's literally just year after
yeah,
year after year to see greatness. Like this guy has it. Like everything is perfect about him. Oh,
yeah.
it just breaks my heart, man.
He's definitely a stud, man.
Oh,
I'd take him in a heartbeat, but like the whole injury thing, it's like, man, with him, he is. I mean, he's a Cy Young candidate when he's healthy. He's a Cy Young candidate. And so, what's crazy is so is Scherzer, man. He's old. You know what I mean? Like, not old.
Scherzer,
He's not
Scher,
old. I mean, he's
no. I know
my
what you're talking
age,
about.
but
I know
like
what
for
you're talking about.
baseball,
He's like the Nolan Ryan of our era.
yeah, dude.
Like not even lying. Like he is just so consistent. He's a bulldog on the
Yeah,
mound. He is very fun to watch. Like Scherzer and DeGrom literally make pitching like as fun as hitting.
yeah,
Like they really bring like dominance with DeGrom or like personality. Like you were talking about Scherzer barking about the balls being thrown at each other.
yeah.
That's him. I've seen him play when he was in Washington. He was the exact same person. I remember when they first did like the inspection for like foreign substances, he like took off his pants. Like he was so frustrated.
He
He's like, dude,
did.
like don't freaking talk to me. Like
Yeah,
I'm on the mound. I
yeah,
love Scherzer. I really do. But Jacob deGrom is the best pitcher in baseball. This guy won a Cy Young Award with a sub 500 record because the Mets couldn't give him a single run for
yeah,
anything. And that made me
yeah.
so mad. And that's why I love the guy because he's just going to literally shut them out. And it's going to be the bullpen that lets up. Like Jacob deGrom does not let up.
Yeah, I think like you said it when he went Cy Young with a sub 500. That's kind of like the Cardinals are this year, man. Like with Michaelis and our other starters. Like, well, the guy went 7 innings and gave up 2 runs. You guys can't give us 3 here. I mean, we got shut out a couple of times. It's like Jesus Christ, man. Like you've got to get on base, find ways to manufacture runs, especially in this league now, man. It's just you know it's not uncommon anymore for a guy to throw 98 miles an hour. Back 15, 20
Mm-hmm.
years ago, you didn't have guys throwing heat like that. I mean, you got guys throwing over 100 plus and multiple guys that can do that now. So you just got to
Mm-hmm.
find ways to manufacture runs. And I think if the Cardinals can do that, they're set. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, we're only in May, and a lot of Cardinal fans get heated about management and other things, and I try to stay out of that, and I try to not get deep a lot into statistics. I'm like, did we win? Yes. What did we do good? Let's
Yeah.
try. Let's try to just keep that going. Did we lost? What did we do wrong? Let's go with it. And like I said, man, it's only May. Both of our teams, we're sitting 2.5 games out of first, which
It's a
it's
fight. It's a
it's
fight
it's
with
a fight. Milwaukee is really good. They're a really
Mhm.
good team. I don't worry about any of the other teams in our division. Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Cincinnati. My God, I don't know if you saw this, and if anybody's watching saw this, but last night the Pittsburgh Pirates did not get a hit in the entire game against the Reds, and the Pittsburgh Pirates won. That's how bad Cincinnati is.
Oh my gosh. What
If you
would they
didn't see it,
walk them?
if you didn't see it, when we get off here, you need to Google it and watch it.
Oh
They did
man.
not manufacture one hit, and they won 1-0. That's how bad Cincinnati is.
That's embarrassing.
Cincinnati is 9-26. So if they go on a 20-game win streak, they would only be 3 games over 500. That's how bad Cincinnati is. They're just bad.
They're doing the farewell tour wrong with Joey
with
Votto.
with Votto. Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's really bad. But
I would retire if I was him at this point. Jeez, like I couldn't do like losing like I don't know 120 games.
yeah,
That's awful.
it's horrible, man. So, well, you got your prediction, so we'll see what happens, man. I'll say 2-2. I say we split. I want 3, honestly. I want 3, but you don't have anything to lose. Just give us 3 wins, man. You guys lose 3 times, you're still in first.
Yeah, the NL East is kind of like tallest of the Munchkins. No
Hard to
one's over 500. It's just very. I don't like how all the like star players like left.
yeah.
Like Atlanta, Freddie Freeman left, and it almost like took away like the life of Atlanta. With Trey Turner leaving and Max Scherzer leaving, like they literally just left Juan Soto by
Mhm.
himself, and like he's just swinging the bat like always, but it's not
You
leading to
still
like much
got
team
you still
success.
got Steven injury prone Strasburg out there. That man hurts his
He
elbow more
should
than
have
anybody
retired a
else.
couple years ago, to be
I
honest.
mean,
Like he's
Jesus
not
Christ,
serviceable, to
man.
be honest. And Patrick Corbin hasn't been doing well there either.
Yeah, they still
So
got Rendon. I think he's pretty solid.
nope,
But did he
he's with the
leave?
Angels. He's with the
Oh,
Angels.
that's right. That's right. Good God.
Michael Taylor got shipped out. Like they literally sold the farm and was like, we're gonna take Juan Soto. We're gonna give him 500. When like you also let up Bryce Harper. I mean, he went to Philadelphia. I'm surprised Philadelphia isn't doing good with the talent that they have.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, Bryce Harper is a talent, but the Mets are pulling it off. That's great. It's a long season though, and honestly, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. But it's a joy to watch my team. Like I
You
really
gotta
do like watching the Mets.
you gotta think positive, brother. Gotta think positive. That's
The
what
only thing
I
will make
do.
it, the only thing will make it better is Jacob Degrom coming back. That's all I
Oh,
want.
good God. Yeah, that would make it 100% better. That pitching staff would be even more lethal when he comes back. So,
World Series at that point. If seriously, like at the record that they're having, if they keep
yeah.
this up, not saying that they will or won't, but if Jacob DeGrom comes back, it's just an addition. Like there's no way
Hmm.
it's a subtraction in any kind of way. Like the fifth guy in the rotation, yeah, get the hell out. Like Jacob DeGrom's here. Like you got a spot. Like
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think for us Cardinal fans, we just got to jump on the starting pitching early, try to manufacture some runs, and then hopefully, like I said, our starters and our bullpen, which our bullpen's great, but can kind of keep the lead for us. So I'll go 2-2. I'll take that. And if you're going 2-2, then hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I want 3 out of 4, but I think 2-2 is more realistic in this case. And I'm really anxious to see from the chippiness from the last time we played the last series to kind of see what goes on there. So I appreciate you coming on, man. I really do. It was cool to talk a little baseball. I'm usually just doing this crap by myself, but it was fun to have somebody else on there. Let everybody know. Obviously, either go to Twitter. So let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah, I'm at Spoon of Zeke on Twitter. I help people connect to sports fans, and I also teach them about Twitter on my YouTube channel, Spoon of Zeke. I give Twitter tips and help people understand the algorithm. And Adam's one of those people that I taught, and you know, I'm just there to like kind of help people. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on. We'll talk to you here in just a little bit. All right. We got Spoon of Zeke obviously coming on there, big Mets fan. So hopefully, guys, we can at least split. Like I said, I'm hoping for 3 out of 4 in this, but I'll take 2 out of 2. Like I said, we just got to offense early, like we have been the past couple of games. Keep the pitching good, keep the defense good, keep the balls in front of us, and hopefully score some and manufacture some runs. Unlike we don't need the anemic Cardinals offense to be in this series. I think we're going to have something to prove here, and hopefully we can get it done. So, on the end here, if you guys can, please again hit the like, share this, comments, all that good stuff. Subscribe for me. I appreciate everybody, all the support on this so far. It's been a little overwhelming at sometimes, but I love it. So, we will be back tomorrow after the doubleheader. We're going to do 2 games in one, do a little recap on those, but we will be back tomorrow. We will see you later. Let's fly.